Now, Nigeria's Super Falcons will represent Africa at the Women's World Cup for a record 9th time when the 2023 edition, co-hosted by Australia and New Zealand, finally gets underway. Despite being to every Women's World Cup since the tournament began back in 1991, the big question in Nigeria is whether the team can hit or even exceed the heights of 1999 when it qualified for the quarterfinals. Here is CGTN's Deji Bademosi with more on that story.
For the first time since the FIFA Women's World Cup began in 1991, Nigeria's Super Falcons are heading to the tournament as the fourth best side in Africa, behind South Africa, Morocco and Zambia. The team only managed to qualify for the tournament after making it to the semi-finals of the 2022 Africa Women's Cup of Nations.
We have a very decent squad, but under this management, we've not seen so much. Lots of losses since after the Women's AFCON, until the last 3 matches where we succeeded in winning the likes of New Zealand, Haiti and some other countries. Hope is the only thing we have going into this tournament. I can only hope for the best. I think it's what every Nigerian can only hope for.
The Nigerian side have been far from their best in the last 2 years. And at the moment, the head coach of the team, American Randy Waldrum, is at loggerheads with the leadership of the Nigeria Football Federation, accusing it of corruption, poor management and gross interference in the selection of players.
We were going into the World Cup and we are having this huge dosage of distractions. It is not good for our football in any way, and it's got to be discouraged moving forward, because at the end of the day, we are talking about a national team representing the interest of the entire country. So you wonder, if administration is not gotten right, if those that we have put in the saddle are not able to put that house in order, it's going to be very difficult for the girls to function well.
The Super Falcons will be seeking to put aside their off-field troubles when they take on Australia, Canada and debutants the Republic of Ireland in Group B of the Women's World Cup. While the Canadians have never beaten the Super Falcons in their 2 previous meetings at the World Cup in 1995 and 2011, Australia beat Nigeria 2-0 in their only meeting in 2015.
Republic of Ireland are probably the only team that is beatable on paper. Thankfully, it's coming in last. So we would have played the 2 most difficult games, Canada and then the host Australia. On paper, I think if we get 3 points out of the group, maybe we were lucky to beat Republic of Ireland. But that's on paper. But I'm rooting for the Super Falcons. Anything can happen, it's football.
I will tip them to progress from this first round. That's the group stage now, because of the fact that Nigeria has got will be parading some of the best players as when you talk about women football. We have close to 10 players who are holding their own in their various clubs abroad. So they will be coming into the squad, and the addition in this squad is going to count for something.
The Super Falcons made it to the quarterfinal stage at the last Women's World Cup in 2019, equaling the feat of the 1999 squad. But not many are holding their breath that this team can surpass that feat considering their current form. But then, if the pedigree of the Nigerian side is anything to go by, then you just can't put anything beyond this team. Deji Bademosi, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.